Welcome children to the biology classes. So we were studying chapter 9 heredity and evolution, isn't it? And in the previous video I have explained you some basic terms that are related to the topics. Okay, so today I'm going to explain you about the monohybrid cross. So do you remember what is monohybrid cross? If a cross is conducted between two parents with the same character or of a same character with two alternative traits. Okay, if only a single character is considered at a time, then it is known as what? Monohybrid cross. For example, tallness of the plant is a character, okay, and it is having two alternative traits. What are they? Tall and dwarf. Understood? So if a cross is made between a plant with tall, okay, or tall heighted plant and a dwarf heighted plant, okay, so then this cross is an example for monohybrid cross. Or if you take the example of color of the flower, okay, so if a cross is made between violet colored flower, okay, means plant which is producing violet colored flower and white colored flower, then it's an example for monohybrid cross. Why? Because we are learning or understanding only one character and its inheritance, okay, the study of inheritance pattern of one character, okay, is called what? Monohybrid cross. Okay, so let's study how this is done by Mendel. Okay, so you can see that when a tall and short plants, okay, tall parent and a short parent were crossed, you could see that, okay, they were crossed, their seeds are collected, and when they are sown, you can see all the plants were tall. Understood? All the plants were tall. Then what he did in the next step is he self crossed these plants. Okay, these plants he self crossed. Okay, so you see here, these are the parents. You can see the genotype capital T and small t. Okay, I will explain that. So in the F1 generation, what do you mean by F1 generation? I have told you that if the progeny is formed by the hybridization of two parents, okay, the first generation formed by the hybridization of the parents is called F1 generation. So these are what? F1 generation. Understood? And next step, what he has done is he self crossed the F1 plants. Okay, F1 plants are self crossed, and when he self crossed, he could see that most of the plants were tall and some were short. Is it clear? So this led him to the formation of certain laws. Okay, some laws were formed by Mendel. Understood? So this tall and dwarf plants were they are produced in the F2 generation. This is known as F2 generation, which is formed by the self-pollination of F1 generation. Is it clear? Understood? So you can see that this is parents. Okay, you can see that the parents are having the genotype. Do you remember what is genotype? The genetic constitution, isn't it? Capital T. Understood? And the dwarf plants were having the genetic constitution small t. Okay, so these are homozygous, or you can see that the parents are pure line. Okay, why? Because it is deliberately means Mendel selected the homozygous plants as the parents. So how he gets the homozygous parents? By self crossing for many generation. Okay, for many generation he has done the crossing. Okay, self crossing is done, and that results in the formation of pure line plants. Understood? So pure line plants means what? Which are homozygous. Understood? So homozygous plants were shown by capital T and small t. Understood? So these are the homozygous plants. Okay, then they produce gametes like this, isn't it? This parent will produce the gamete like this, capital T only. One gamete will have only one gene, isn't it? Why? Because the gametes are produced after meiosis. And likewise here also, isn't it? From this parent, the parent, when they produce the gamete, it will have only small t. Okay, when they fuse, this gametes, when they fuse, they produce the F1 generation, and you can see that they will have the genetic constitution capital T, small t, and this is the F1 generation. Okay, and you can see the phenotype. What do you mean by phenotype? External character. So this capital T, small t is what? The genotype of the organism. So what will be the phenotype of this? As we have studied, capital T is dominant, isn't it? The plants will be tall. So in the F1 generation, even though one parent is dwarf, okay, and all the members of F1 generation is having one gene of allele of small t, all the plants will be what only? All the plants will be tall only, okay? Because why? Dominant allele is there. Understood? So all the plants in F1 generation were tall, okay? Because they are heterozygous. Heterozygous means what? They are having two different alleles in them. Understood? Then the next step is what? Self-crossing of this F1 plants. So the genotype of the F1 plants is what? Capital T, small t. Isn't it? Capital T, small t. And here also capital T, small t. Isn't it? So the gametes produced by this parent can produce two different types of gametes. Isn't it? Capital T and small t. Isn't it? So see, this is not two gametes. It is two different types of gametes. Okay, so the gametes produced by this parent also will be capital T, small t. Okay, two different kinds of gametes it can produce. Okay, so when this gamete capital T fuses with the gamete of the other parent, what will be the genotype of the progeny? Capital T, capital T. Okay, and when this gamete fuses with this gamete, what will be the progeny? Capital T, small t. Okay, and here also, okay, when this small t produced by this parent combines with the other one, okay, then it is capital T, small t. Okay, and here then small t, then it will be also small t, small t. So you can see that this genotype capital T produces what? Tall plant. So you can see that capital T produces what? Tall plant, as they are homozygous. And see here capital T, small t. Okay, and here also capital T, small t. These two are heterozygous. So as the capital T is dominant, they produce what? Only tall plants. So just see all this. Okay, you can see that all these plants, okay, the plants with all these genotypes produces the phenotype tall. And the last one you see, this is what? Small t, and this will be always dwarf. So in the F2 generation, how the F2 generation is produced? By crossing F1 plants, isn't it? F1 plants, when they are crossed, you can see that all the plants in the F1 generation, all the plants were tall, and in the F2 generation, the tall and dwarf plants produced in the ratio 3:1. 3:1. Okay, that is 3 part. If 100 plants are produced, 75 plants will be what? Tall, and 25 will be dwarf. Is it clear? So this is the monohybrid cross. So if you do it with any other character, same kind of what result you will get. So you can try another character. You make a cross between what? White colored flowers, okay, plants producing white colored flowers, and then what? The violet colored flowers. You can try this in your text copy, okay, and see. Okay, so you can see that the white and in this violet will be dominant and white will be recessive. Okay, all of you can try this. Understood? So monohybrid cross you understood now well. So this is monohybrid cross. Is it clear? Okay.